The best place to source books, like on a regular basis, if you're just like a lower end, I hate to use the word lower end, I don't mean that in an offensive way. If you're a low volume seller or you're a new seller, that's what I mean to say. The best place to probably source if you're a new seller and you've got a lot of thrift stores in your area, thrift stores aren't sending into the Amazon warehouses, or they're not selling it on goodwill.org or whatever the website is. Because selling books from thrift stores isn't going to work for everybody. It's thrift stores, right? I recommend thrift stores, especially if you're a lower volume seller or you're new, or even if you're a higher end seller. Some, if you're in like a college area with a lot of schools, highly literate, well educated, you're going to find a lot of books and opportunities. So I'd say thrift stores. Goodwills, I always do really well at Goodwills. I live in Connecticut. Salvation Armies, hit or miss with books. Lately, they've been really lousy. Savers, really, really awesome place to find books, but they're going to typically be a little more expensive, so make sure you know what you're doing. Value Village, there's mom and pop thrift stores, consignment shops. I haven't mentioned it much, guys, but you can find some really good deals on books at consignment shops. Now, the books are going to be expensive. You could be paying $5, $7, $8, $4 at a consignment shop, but there's not a lot of competition at consignment shops. So if you have any in your area, go in, take a look, and scan a little bit. They're not going to get so much volume like thrift stores would, but check out your local consignment shops. I've found some really, really good deals over there with some decent profits. And like Good Used Good says, look for repair manuals for cars. I've found those at consignment shops as well, including thrift stores. So I'd say number one is thrift stores. Consignment shops isn't number two. It's just an option. It's not something I do often. Book sales. Book sales are a great way to acquire, high volume amounts of books, high volume books. But there's going to typically be a lot of competition there. There's going to be a lot of scanners there, people who have more experience than you and have maybe a model that allows them to buy books that you typically would pass on because there's such high volume. But, thrift stores, consignment shops, book sales, church sales, garage sales, even sometimes there's book stores out there that sell books really cheap. You can find them there as well. I've known people who have popped on books from eBay and sold it on Amazon, popped on books that were merchant sellers on Amazon and then resold it as FBA. I know there's some rules there, so be careful with that. I've bought books off of Craigslist and I've sold it on Amazon FBA. So there's a lot of various methods to acquire books. The real challenge comes in just going out and getting them, going out and making it happen, right? It's hard work. There's no way around it. It's hard work going out there and just spending the time scanning. It's not, physically laboring, super heavy lifting and stuff, but you got to go out there and you got to spend your time